YouTube, what's going on, everybody? You see what's going on. Back with you. Quick update showing you what I was up to. I had a video ready to go, but I had to redo it. So I just want to, say thanks to all the new subscribers. And for any of you guys have any questions from the Mustangs to the F-150s, any combination you have, I can tell you and lead you in the right direction of where to go to get parts, the best prices, the best quality. This is not a junkyard bill per se. It's nothing like that. It's not necessarily a budget bill in no way, shape, or form. So everything I do, you don't have to do. It will just depend on you and your combination of things you were doing. So I want to show you right quick what I've been doing. Let me get to the point. The point is that I've been porting my heads. And this can be a subjective subject because you can or cannot, may or may want to do it, or you don't have to do it. This right here takes an imagination to do what I'm doing. And basically it was a lot of meat hanging over. And basically I used these two burrs. They're just aluminum shanks to remove the material. One is more aggressive than the other. I'm going to end up using that. The sander roll shank for these sand rolls. And this is probably the buffer. I'm going to get some buffs for this and buff out the chambers to make sure we don't get any hot spots in there. And I also want to explain to you guys about cams. As you can see, I have one, well, both, with these engines. There are two. These are custom cams. The card is a little dirty because I have this cam for a little while now. Basically, when they send you a cam, they send you everything on how to degree it. You can use, they list a intake center line to put the cam, but you don't have to follow that. You could set the cam any way you want. And I want to show you supporting mods when you get a big beefy cam like this. This cam has 575 lift, 550 on the end exhaust. So I'm going to end up using the stock springs. I mean, not the stock springs. The stock valves, which this is a exhaust. This is the intake. Basically, what I upgraded. 600 lift Lunati springs. Those springs are about $120. Mostly everywhere. They're inexpensive. And Lunati is a very credible company. Also, I got their retainers. And the retainers basically is what they say they are. They retain the valve in there once the both locks goes in there like that. Also, I want to show you right quick the valve spring compressor that I use. This is it. And basically, this goes on top of the cam lobes. Let me show you. Move this out the way so I can show you. This goes on top. Basically, use the two screws that come off of the cam caps. And then you insert this on top of this screw. This screw comes down and will basically safely smash down the valve where the valve spring. That way you can safely pull the locks out of there. And basically these are what the cams look like. You can tell these are aftermarket simply by the hex right here, because that will allow you to put a wrench right there and hold the cam as you tighten it. And I want to show you the specs right quick, because like I say, these are custom cams, so hold on. These are the cam specs. As you can see, the cams go by duration at 0.05, which is basically at 50. As you can see, that's a 232 on the intake, a 231 on the exhaust. As I stated, you got 575 lift, That's where the aftermarket springs come into play. You got 550. That's where the aftermarket springs have to come in play. And this cam, I should say, the RPM range is probably on the higher side. 6,500 RPM is where I plan to shift this engine at. Also, as you can see, I got the exhaust gaskets and more intake gaskets. So I plan to really, rev this thing out, I'm really, trying to go all out. And as you can see, once I finish these up, they're going to be looking nice and clean because I want more port volume, to be able to run these big cams. Because like I said, I want these things to breathe up top. Theoretically, I'm losing torque, but I'm going to gain it back up top. So thanks for sticking with me. All the new subscribers, if you need to, like I say, you get any recipe I can help you with, get what you got, and I can help you, with any information I can. I have 8 years of knowledge of studying these. I mean, 2-valve, 4-valve, I can steer you in the right direction if you have any questions, from trans to differentials, whatever. Tunes, where to get tunes from, where to get handheld tuners from. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Believe me, I can give you plenty of information and show you where to go and maximize your recipe. So stick with me. I'm gonna get all this together. Oh, I should mention before I start blabbling, what's holding me up? I have to get the head off the engine that is in the 2011 Crown Vic now. I damaged the other head to this one by over torquing that coolant temp sensor on that head a couple years ago, and I tried to drill it out and it went left. So that's what's giving me a little bit of a slowdown. That's why I only have one head right here. I will make another couple videos to show you the process of pulling that engine out. So stick with me. Appreciate you new subscribers. Like I say, any recipe you need me to come up with, I can come up with. I can, show you what cam companies to go with, a whole lot of information I have, and I'm trying to show you guys the information that I've learned. So stick with me, and we're going to get this thing rolling, Appreciate it. What's the matter, kitty?